I am alive and it is great to be alive. Today we're checking out my zombie Nekros build. Are you terrified? Because you should be, because literally Nekros has an ability called Terrified. Moving on, so this build is going to focus on having high tankiness and survivability, as well as being a good farming build, so you can just get lots of items. It is mainly centered around health conversion. So as you know, Nekros' Desecrate ability spawns tons of health orbs, so when you pick up those health orbs, you are going to get 450 extra armor, and that stacks up to 3 times. That's a lot of freaking armor, people. And these armor orbs will decay after you take damage, but they only start to decay after 3 seconds when you take health damage, so they are going to matter. Top that off, you got redirection and vitality because I've got adaptation on this build, so no, shields are not tanky, but adaptation can allow them to be. Then I got prime flow because a large energy pool is very helpful if you want to keep your desecration going and even have spare energy left over to summon your shadows of the dead. Prime continuity and streamline, these are just beautiful. This is going to make your desecrate cost less energy. The prime continuity is going to make your shadows of the dead lose less health per second and really just benefit all of your abilities. Adaptation, like we talked about, is going to make you much tankier than you normally would be. In equilibrium, because I love synergy, you are going to be picking up tons of health orbs with Nekros, so in return you are going to get energy when you pick those up so that you can keep your desecrate going to keep dropping more health orbs and keep the cycle going. And a nice cherry on top, you got some rejuvenation, so you can always be regenerating a little bit of health, which is extra useful with Nekros' passive, which is that nearby killed enemies give you a little bit of health to begin with. Now this build is extra useful if you're doing a defense or survival mission, basically anything that is endless, because the main way this build is going to reach its maximum effectiveness is if you invest time somewhere, because I don't need all these health orbs that are lying around right now, and so the longer you stay in a mission, defeat enemies, spawn lots of health orbs, you are going to have tons of increased armor, healing, and energy just lying around waiting for the picking. Hence why I call this the Nekros zombie build, because you can think of the health orbs kind of like brains, right? You gotta eat those brains, you get stronger, you heal up, know what I'm saying? So you'll have lots of tankiness, lots of items, you're gonna go home with a fat, happy sack. I am, of course, talking about your loot. Aha! Yeah, I really love this Nekros build. This is the Nekros build that I'm using right now. It's my favorite. All of Nekros' abilities are generally improved, not their power strength, but they're easy to use, they're fairly cheap, and if push comes to shove, you should be more than tanky enough with this Nekros build, but if you're not, you can always just do this. You can summon your Shadows of the Dead to pull some of the heat off you, and you will have more than enough time to recuperate, run around, pick up some of the items you need, and as you can see with my large energy pool due to primed flow, summoning my Shadows of the Dead barely put a dent in my energy. I still have plenty where that came from. So now, as you can see here, yeah, tons of health orbs just laying around all over the ground. That is where, like I said, this build becomes the most effective, because now, the second you start taking health damage, you're just gonna grab more orbs laying at hand anyways and get more armor. That's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like it, feel free to like the video. It certainly makes my day, or better yet, drop a kind comment down below. I really love those even more. And if you wouldn't mind, tell your friends about me, get them to sub, or if you haven't subbed, go ahead and sub yourself, because I'm trying to become a partnered Warframe YouTuber this year. I'm perfectly happy with the amount of subs I have. I think it's incredible I've even gotten as far as I have, but unfortunately, if I want to become partnered, 2,500 people is a necessity. So that is what Warframe requires of me. All I require of you is to keep being awesome, enjoy my videos, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out, everybody. Brains.